Hey guys, Jason here, with my next video for my college vlog. Yesterday I said it was technically day -2 or day -2, but I was wrong, that was day -3. And anyway, today is day -2. I'm not necessarily changing the titles, but the date is of course different. Today is the 19th, yesterday was the 18th. Anyway, I'm doing this at a much more reasonable hour. Again, it's 12 o'clock, but this time in the afternoon, so it is lunchtime. Anyway, so I got a comment on my last video. Thank you very much for your comment. And basically it gives me something to sort of work off of. Like I said, these videos are here to kind of give you an idea of what goes on and hopefully help you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post them. That's what I like to do. I like to help. It's why I'm going into college, to teach. So by all means, you have anything you want to ask it. So, first question was, how old am I? What is my age? My answer to that is, I am 20, and I will be 21 November 2nd. Yes, that's right. Mark your calendars for my 21st birthday and help me celebrate it somehow. Before we move on to the next question, I just kind of want to touch on that subject. As it is my birthday coming up in November, and my parents' anniversary is also in November, we've decided to go to Las Vegas this year to celebrate both as one, as I will also be 21, so it's a great excuse to go. So, yep, we're going to be going to Las Vegas, staying at the Paris. Haven't ever been there before at the Paris. Have been to Las Vegas once, and then last time with my parents, and then they were also there once, like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 years prior to that or something. Anyway, but yes, we're going to be going back. We're going to do that. Stay there for a couple of nights, that's it. But, my plan is to not gamble intensely, but to, it's going to be my first chance to be down on that casino floor, actually be allowed down there. So I want to, kind of just get the feel of it and check them all out. I never been to a nightclub. I want to hit a cool nightclub because I know, a town like that has them. Well, I mean, that aren't just a scuzzy bar, but that type of thing. So, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yes, I am 20. What age group do I want to teach? So here's basically what I plan on doing with teaching. Now, as I stated, I'm going into school for secondary education. What that means, maybe I can get a better view in the background here of something. Nah. What that means is it's not early childhood education and it's not primary education, basically. So I would be certified to teach for 7th through 12th grade, which is essentially middle school and high school, or I guess junior high school and high school. Middle school technically covers 6th grade, 7th, and 8th, as 6th grade as well, and basically that's such an introductory thing for kids from elementary school getting into getting into middle school, that that you basically need to be able to teach elementary school to be able to handle that transition for them. So that's what I have decided to go in for, is basically 7th through 12th grade. And I figured the older kids would probably be a little bit easier to teach English, as I'm more of a critical type of person, not a fundamental type of person. So that's probably what I'm aiming towards. As well, I do want to go back in and get certified for the younger kids. So basically I want to be certified to be able to teach anything, any year, and move on to hopefully being able to teach another subject. So from English, I would like to move on and possibly teach math or science. Probably math, as I love math, and I'm pretty good at it. Plus, of course, everybody has to know English, everybody has to know math. Those subjects are always going to stay around. Along with that, I want to go into the JET program. That's the Japanese Exchange Teaching Program. Maybe you know somebody who's taught in Japan. They've probably done it through the JET program. Now, the JET program basically takes a lot of people from the United States, from the United Kingdom, from Australia, from a lot of different major English-speaking countries, and brings them to Japan to teach English there. They also take people from France, from Germany, from Spain, and all these different places to teach their native languages as well. This way, their students get native speakers to learn. Now, it's not all just in their main high schools or their elementary schools, or even in their colleges. But, a lot of them are there, but a lot of them are also in different places such as English language schools. Just that simple. For example, if you're looking to learn a foreign language, and maybe your high school doesn't offer it, or maybe you're older than that and you're looking to learn a foreign language, you're probably learning to either look at learning it through like Rosetta Stone or a private teacher or through a language school. So that type of idea. But I would like to do that. All that takes is a bachelor's degree to be able to do it. And considering I'm going in to be a teacher and focusing on a major of English, I'm positive that that will help me in my chances on getting into that. Is it very hard to get into? I don't know. You got to go through an interview process, and it does take months to figure out if you're actually going to do it or not. But once you do it, of course, housing is taken care of and, all that sort of stuff. If you want internet, you have to pay for it, in most situations. If you want a landline phone or something, you have to pay for it. And I'm sure that would be more expensive for your cell phone over there, as it's a long distance type of thing. I don't exactly know how that would work. I don't study that kind of stuff. But you can interview for it, I believe, a year prior to graduation, and a year prior to having your degree. And I think that's awesome, and that's definitely what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I am starting the 22nd. Today's the 19th, so in just a couple of days here, this coming Monday. And that will start my hopefully 3-year process. And we'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway, that's what I want to teach. I want to teach English here. I would like to be certified for math, and I would also like to finish learning Japanese. Of course, I guess you can never truly finish learning it, but I would like to continue learning it to become much more fluent in it and then teach that here. Of course, that would probably only be after I spent a couple years in Japan if I can pull this off, and then I would come back here and actually want to teach it. Next on the subject list, and I think finally, the final subject on the list here to talk about is my books. I say this because I just grabbed my last book out of the mailbox today. It came in after 4 last night, and of course that's way later, and didn't see a UPS truck or anything swing by, so didn't even bother to look. I just figured it didn't come yet. But in fact it did. I have 10 books for 6 classes, or something along those lines. And my last one was just an Immanuel Kant Prolegomena to All Future Metaphysics That Will Be. It's pretty much the book I just got. And I'm very glad to have those. I was able to get all my other books from the bookstore down at the college campus. I had to order 4 books through Barnes & Noble. 3 books they actually had sent to the store. And 1 book, because it was a textbook, you had to pay for it prior to them ordering it, and then it was ordered and actually mailed to you by UPS. Much better than USPS. The United States Postal Service is just a nightmare, and lately we haven't been getting our mail except for after 3 or 4, and usually it comes around 1:30. And I know they're just always laying a ton of people off, and it's just crazy. But anyway, so I was very glad that that came by UPS. I definitely expected to actually have it in time. And my next thing to do is to read like 6 pages in one of my 2 English books for class Monday. Oh no, that's class Tuesday technically. But for Monday I have psychology, philosophy, and math. So of course I'll probably do what a lot of people won't do, and that's go into each one of the books that you have for that, and briefly take an overview of what the book's all about, and then read the introduction to each one of them. That way you already are ready ahead of time. So there you go, guys. That's about it. I'm definitely looking forward to class Monday. I can't say, even starting to talk about it right now, that I'm not getting a little bit nervous, because I honestly am. But as I said, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I cannot wait for classes to start. It's going to be very exciting, and it's probably going to be extremely nerve-wracking at first, and very, very hard to get used to. But I think it'll definitely be something to enjoy, and definitely an experience that I'm looking forward to having. Alright, guys, if you have any questions that you want to know about any of this kind of stuff, or anything you want me to maybe think about, going to class and everything, like, how long does it take you to get to class, or, what's it like walking into your first college class, or what is your classroom like, or any of that kind of stuff, feel free to ask it, and if I know the question, I'll definitely be thinking about it, with everything going on, and I'll definitely have answers for you. And like I said, if you recently went to college, maybe you want to share your experience with me. If you're going into college soon, or maybe even this fall, maybe we can be college buddies here on YouTube and help each other out, or whatever. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe, and check out my other videos here on YouTube, and I will see you in the next episode.